What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we are going to be doing another video in NBA 2K20 MYTEAM, and in this video we are going to be talking about the best cards that you can get for under 50,000 MT in NBA 2K20 MYTEAM. So these cards vary quite a bit in price. There are some fairly cheap cards on the list, as well as some ones that are quite close to the 50,000 MT. However, honestly, I think the gap between, like, say a 15k card and a 50k card is very low. The best, like, really cheap cards are not that different than the best cards under 50k MT. So we're going to start off with an honorable mention or two. Honorable mentions for me anyway are this Anthony Edwards card right here, who right now is going for, he's going for an 8-9k MT, but, well, probably a 10k MT, but he's still a steal for that price. You can argue he's definitely better than one guy who's in the top 5 in this list. Other cards, like, again, a lot of these, like, cheap Galaxy Opal cards from this, if you guys like them, then go for them. And I'm trying to think of who I had one other person. Dino is another one. Dino, I think, was top last time. Dino is a steal, but he is on the honorable mentions list, but he doesn't quite make the top 10. So now we are going on to number 10, and this is a card that I really like. And a lot of people don't like this card, by the way. I'm going to say this right now. A lot of people don't like this card. For me, I think he's really good. It's Dave the Busher. So Dave the Busher is like, he's less than 45k MT. And for what you get with this card, I think he is really good. Like, he's 30, probably closer to 30k MT, depending on when you're going and buying him. So for him, you are getting a 6'6" small forward who can play the 2. If he was a small forward / power forward, he wouldn't be in this list. But he can play it too, so he can get away with his height. But just look at his badges. 50 Hall of Fames. He's got every single defensive badge Hall of Fame. Interceptor, Intimidator, Lightning Reflexes. He's got a long wingspan. He's got Coutinho Mobley base, which, while it doesn't look like his upper looks a bit weird, it's still one of the quickest releases in the game. In my opinion, I green almost everything with him when he's wide open. I've used him a few times on my PC account. Again, I don't like wasting MT in this account, and he wouldn't make my team over, say, like Rudy or Kristaps, who I run on my 2 guards, so obviously there's no point in having this card. But got a great 3-ball as well. Unbelievable post game. He's got an unbelievable driving dunk as well. He's got a great, like, look at his defense stats: 97, 98, 98, 98. 97, 98 in his rebounding, great speed, super ball acceleration, great lateral quickness. He's got Tracy McGrady's SIGs exactly, so the same SIGs as T-Mac, which isn't great, but again, they're not absolutely awful. But the biggest thing about this card, look at his defensive tendencies. He has a 5 foul tendency, which means he almost never fouls, and has 95 pass interception, 95 almost steal, 95 contest, and 95 block, as well as unbelievable stats, okay but not great SIGs, and unbelievable badges, with a really nice release. This guy right here definitely belongs on this top 10. However, the guys that I have higher, I probably would use the guys higher over him. Then at number 9, we have got a card, one of the favorites of this channel. Where is he? Steven Jackson? Yeah, Steven Jackson. So he's like around the 30k MT because he was part of the mystery packs a while ago. He was actually a lot he was cheaper than this. There were stages where he was around the 20k MT. But Steven Jackson is a really nice card. He's got the Pro A tween. He can shoot the ball from 3 really well. Has got Beasley base, which is not ideal, but it's not awful either. Got a great driving dunk, great on defense as well, and is just an overall pretty good card. 6'8", can play the 2 at the same time. He's really good overall in game, and a card that I definitely do like. I think he's nowhere near as good defense. He's the Busher, but I think he's a lot better offensively because of that Pro A tween and he's really good hop step. So I'm going to put him in at number 9. And number 8, because there is a big lack of big men that are at the cheap level, I'm going to put this guy in at number 8, even though it doesn't overall, in terms of how he is compared to the rest of the guys in the game, I probably wouldn't put him this high. It's Eddie Curry. So Eddie Curry right now is around the 25k MT mark. He actually went down to less than 15k MT at one stage, which is ludicrous. Like, when this card was around the 15k MT mark, you better believe that that was the best value card in all of my team. I think I put him number 1 on my list of best value cards. When he was around that price, he was the best value card in the game. And at even 25k MT, he's still a steal. He's still a steal. For that price, you're getting a 7-foot tall center, 31 half badges. He's got Hall of Fame clamps as well, which is really good. He's got Intimidator, deep hooks, only go quick draw and range, but he's got base 38, which is the quickest release in the game. So
Obviously, that quick draw doesn't really matter. That it's only gold in the Hall of Fame. You would prefer a Hall of Fame range extender, but again, you can't have everything. He's a 25k pink diamond. He's got an unbelievable post game, really good 3-ball, regardless of the fact it's 85. You will hit a ton of them. Great driving as well. He can speed boost. Has actually got good 6 for a center. He's got great interior defense, not the best, but not terrible perimeter defense. Great speed, ball, and acceleration, and pretty okay lateral quickness of 85. Again, not unbelievable, but pretty okay. So, in general, this Eddie Curry card, he's right up there in the top, probably somewhere between 10 and 15 in terms of centers in the game, but it's still one of the elite cards overall in my team. And a guy that's more than usable at any level. No matter how good or bad you are, this card's more than usable. And for his price, you cannot get much better. So he is going in here at number 8. And number 7 is a tall point guard. And it's Wes Unseld. Wes Unseld, you can pick him up on a good day for around 25k MT. Like, depending on when you're looking, you can get him for in there at 25k. And man, Wes is really nice. Like, with Wes Unseld, you're getting a 6'7" point guard, which is really good height. Basically, you're getting a way better Draymond Green or a slightly worse Zion. He's got the exact same dribble sigs and the exact same jump shot release as Zion, except he's right-handed, not left-handed. If you like Zion, he is worse Zion. But if you already have Zion, there's no reason to get Wes because, well, they play the same position. He's got 39 Hall of Fame badges, volume shooter, difficult shots, pick and popper, acrobat, relentless finisher, post spin technician, floor general, tireless shooter, range extender, quick draw, green machine. I would much rather be on goal quick draw because it's Kobe based, but it's fine. Unpluckable, rim protector. Again, he's got the pro one behind the back, which is okay, but not great. 29 gold badges as well. So he has a grand total of 68 total badges at 75, which is huge. He's got a 92 3-ball. He's got an unbelievable post game, which is kind of to be expected. He won an MVP playing center, so he probably should have a pretty good post game. He's got 95 driving dunk. He's got 86 ball handle, 96 passing IQ, great overall defense, including interior, great speed, and great lateral quickness. As well as that, I'm pretty sure his tendencies are pretty alright from what I remember. Yeah, 74 on ball steal is not bad at all. Contest and block aren't great, but again, it's not awful. Now we are on to number 7, and it is one of the prime cards. And you can definitely make an argument between this guy and DeBuscher, who's better, and it's Andre Iguodala. I think it's very, very close. Who would not, like, it all depends on the day. Today I'm going to put Iggy ahead of him. Tomorrow I might put Dave DeBuscher ahead of him. But again, because they play the exact same style, I'm not going to just put a bunch of 3-and-D wings on this list because I could easily enough do that. The guys that have been between are tall point guards, centers, and an offensive player in Steven Jackson. So Iggy you can get for around 40k MT, so he is a little bit more expensive than someone like a DeBuscher. But Iggy has got 50 Hall of Fame badges, which again is really good. Got quick draw, range extender, intimidator, got basically all the defensive badges on the perimeter. He's also got not terrible post game, but not great. He's 6'6" as well. He's got a really good 3-point shot with a good release. He got an unbelievable dunk, and his dunking animations are insane. Good ball handle and pretty okay sigs. Defensively, again, 91, 98, 98, 90. That's insane. Like 98, 98 in perimeter. That's all that really matters if you're playing up to 2. Good rebounding, but again, it's not the most relevant thing at the 2. Great speed, ball, acceleration, and 98 lateral quickness. In terms of sigs, he has got an 85 on ball steal, which is good. 94 pass interception, really good. 95 contest shot, obviously not the best blocked shot tendency, but again, that's not the biggest deal in the world for a 2 guard. So if you were to, again, I have him here at number 6. If you were to ask me tomorrow, I might have him at 10 and flip him and DeBuscher, but again, for now, I have Iggy there. Then at number 5, we have got the 3 hunting point guard. Honestly, you could put this guy on the list as well. You could put the 3 to 5k MT Diamond Dwayne Wade in the list. However, just objectively speaking, he's not as good as Pink Diamond Dwayne Wade, who I actually just need to sell. I'm in a free pack. But Pink Diamond Dwayne Wade is around the 20-ish KMT mark. And for that price, you are getting, again, one of the absolutely elite 3 hunters in this game. Why I think he's better than, say, Anthony Edwards. Pink Diamond, mainly because of the fact he can play point guard and Edwards can't. But he's got he's got the best ball in the back in the game. Only 23 half badge and 30 goals. That's a bit outdated. No Hall of Fame range extender, no pick dodger whatsoever. But still, that release makes up for it. His stats, again, are really outdated compared to other cards, but he's got the best behind the back in the game. He's got great defensive stats and pretty good steal tendency, I'm pretty sure. 73, actually, that's only okay.
Again, he's quick, he can play defense, got long arms, shoots the lights out, and that's the biggest thing. If you're a 3 hunter, this card's unbelievable. The amount of I've never seen someone get as many chase down blocks as Dwayne Wade, though. It is crazy how many he gets on point guards. But again, that's not a reason to buy or not buy a card. But Dwayne Wade, as far as 3 hunters go, is unbelievable. However, even though I do think this is better than the diamond, there is absolutely no reason ever, unless you have the pink diamond one locked in, to use the pink diamond over the diamond. They're almost the exact same card. Like, you will not notice a difference. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Now we're on to number 4, and this is a 3-and-D wing that I think is no question better than Andre Iguodala and better than Dave the Butcher. And it's one of the new cards that got released, and he's really cheap, and it's Jaylen Brown. So Jaylen Brown right here, as you guys can see, he's ending right there at 40,000 on bid. When I was looking him up earlier, he was around the 40k mark was what he was kind of like his lowest buy nows. So Jaylen Brown, 99.99. He's 6'7", so he is that inch taller. He's only got 48 compared to 50 Hall of Fame badges, but that doesn't really matter. Range extender, quick draw, clamps, interceptor, intimidator, ice in veins, rebound chaser. So he's got basically every single badge you need, at least gold. He's got Pascal Siakam base, which I think is one of the best shot bases in the game as far as catch and shoot goes. It is really, really good. Not a great post game, but that really does not matter. He's got pretty good SIGs. He's also got a 95 mid, 96 3 ball, 92 ball handle. He's got 98 steal and perimeter defense. Not great interior defense, but again, it doesn't really matter for a 2-guard. Good rebounding, super speed, sweep ball, and acceleration, and unbelievable lateral quickness as well of 98. Also, he's got 96 on-ball steal, 98 contest, 85 block shot, 96 pass interception tendency, and a 10 foul tendency. This guy right here, in my opinion, he is the Busher, but he's an inch taller with a better catch and shoot release. He's an unbelievable defender, unbelievable shooter, can run, get to the basket really well, big play or good player build. Man, he is so good. In fact, there's 3 under 50k that are ahead of him. Is just madness, and one of them also is a 3-and-D wing that I just think is better. Now we are on to number 3, and it is a card from last week. It is Pink Diamond James Wiseman. So this guy, depending on when you're buying him, you can probably get him for somewhere between 20 to 30k. Normally is around that 25k MT mark. Again, depending on how many are up in the auction house. Just like the Galaxy Opal is 99 offense, 99 defense overall. He has got only 36 Hall of Fame badges compared to 55 Hall of Fame, which is not ideal. And there's one major badge he doesn't have. One major one that he doesn't have at all, and it's Hall of Fame range. Well, he doesn't have it. It's Hall of Fame range extender. Like, that is one of the biggest badges that this one, the Opal, has over it. And I definitely would use the Galaxy Opal. If I was looking at these guys like a point center, I think the Opal's way better. But in terms of just catch and shoot, pick and pop to do the same job. Like, he's a little better in the post, a little better in 3. Like, he's plus 5 or 6 in every stat. But, man, this Pink Diamond Wiseman is still a top 10 center in this game, in my opinion. He's got an elite tween. He can tween up and down the floor. He's got a pretty good behind the back as far as big men behind the back goes. Defensively, he's good interior. He's got good rebounding. He's got decent length. He's got still good speed for a center. Not great, but not terrible lateral quickness either. And is just, in my opinion, one of the best. He's better than Eddie Jones. He is the best cheap center in this game. And, like, if you're looking at centers, there is obviously the GOAT centers in Shaq, Wilt, and Kareem. Then there's obviously Wiseman's Opal. There is DeMarcus Cousins. There's Buggy. There's Glitch Shaq. And I think apart from that, there is no center that I would say is objectively better. Like, there are centers that you might prefer to Wiseman, but I don't think there's any center you can say with 100% certainty is better. You can argue he's a top 10 center in this game, and only 25k MT depending on when you're buying him. Maybe 30k max. No brainer if you're on a budget to try get this guy. Now we're on to number 2, and this is a really cheap card. Oh man, this card's so good. It's so good. Danny Manning. Danny Manning, he's gone way up in price. Oh my god, he was less than 10k a week ago. He was less than 10. Okay, he's probably around 10k anyway. But Danny Manning, this card's so good. Let's just compare him even to Siakam. He's got 39 Hall of Fame badges. 39, and he's like 10k MT. Range extender, quick draw. He's got base 11, claps, unpluckable, intimidator. He's got every badge you need. And you might be thinking, what's the catch? Is he like tiny or something? No, he's a 6'10 player that can play small forward. He's also got a really long wingspan. He's got an elite post game, an elite 3-point shot. He's got base 11, so if you like base 11, he's got that release. He's got a great dunk. Defensively, stats-wise, not ideal, but again, he's got all the badges you need. As well as that, he's got great speed and great lateral quickness. So this is, in my opinion, one of the better power forwards in this game. He's not, I wouldn't say he's a top 35, 40 card in the game, but he is right, like he's more than usable. There will never be a stage where Danny Manning is not usable in my team. And the fact is that this card is, again, less than 10k MT. Most of the time you pick him up is just crazy. This card is so good. And then obviously some people will argue there's another guy who has to be in the honorable mentions. I don't particularly like this card, but you have to put him in the honorable mentions because some people prefer him over Danny Manning. It's Jeff Green. I do like Jeff Green, but I just don't think he's as good as Manning. I don't think he's as good as any of these 10 guys. However, if I was making a best list under 20k, or heck, he might even be under 10k, he would be right there up near the top. Now we are going on to number 1. And number 1 is one of the throwback moments cards. It's Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones. In and around the 40,000 MT mark, one of the first throwback moments cards that came out. Eddie Jones is so good. He's basically like the Busher, except better release and better 6. His release is fantastic. 44 Hall of Fame badges, range extender, quick draw. Also, obviously, a great perimeter defender. If you guys are looking at his stats, he's got everything you need. Like, yeah, there's some things he's not great at, like not great post moves, which doesn't matter for 2 guard. Unbelievable 3-ball, unbelievable dunk, unbelievable perimeter defense, unbelievable speed, and unbelievable lateral quickness. As well as that, well, yeah, it mightn't be super good right now. Like, well, it mightn't be like game changing now. 91 on-ball steal tendency is still really good. As well as that, a great release, great seeks. He can pro 2 tween up and down the floor. This card, for me, is the number 1 card under 50k MT. So anyway, yeah, that is the video. These are the top 10 cards under 50k MT in my opinion. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
I think you only love me cause I'm poppin'. This a layup, this a rebound, then it's Robin. Tyson with the fade, not the hair, my hands rockin'. When I link with ball,